The other day I watched the Superman movie, and the first thing I did when I got home was look for superhero mods. And it turns out there's some pretty iconic superhero Minecraft mods that add superheroes and villains to the game from DC, Marvel, Invincible, and even Transformers. So today I'm going to try out every superhero mod and give them a ranking to see which one is the greatest superhero mod of all time. So if you enjoyed this video at any point, please consider laser beaming the like button and enjoy the video. So this video has me doing something I never do on this channel, which is go back far in versions. Specifically, we're in 1.7.10. I've never even covered mods before 1.19, so this is pretty crazy, but this mod I could not include in this video. This is Fisk's superhero mod, which adds basically an unlimited amount of superheroes into Minecraft. And you'll understand that a little bit more once we go through here, because what this mod has done is really incredible. They have a system where if you go into your options, they're called hero packs. And not only can you download packs that add new heroes, but they even have an integrated marketplace where you can check out and download specific hero packs. Some people make their own original ones. Some people adopt certain IPs like Thunderbolts here, and so on and so forth. I have a bunch installed, and there are just so many that I can't cover every single hero in this specific mod, but we're gonna go through some of them. And we're just gonna fly through. I kind of have them randomly aligned of ones I thought were cool, and we'll go through that. So first we have here is Dr. Fate. So we got this cool Dr. Fate helmet on. We press G, boom. Suddenly we got the whole fit on, and we have a few abilities in the top left corner, like magic blasts, where I guess I can just blast some magic. Next we have an iron golem here. So okay, the magic blasts really don't do much damage, but we have another one called the Beam of Order. I forgot that in this version, iron golems don't crack, so we don't even know if he's close to death or not. Well, he survived. So maybe Dr. Fate's magic isn't super strong, but we did kill that iron golem. All right, and also this mod has these stands, which I love, where you just shift click and it puts it on, and then you can shift click anything off. Now, I don't even know why I included this one. They have the Chainsaw Man. I just thought the animation and look was really cool. I have not seen Chainsaw Man, but I guess you can sprint super fast. Also, apparently you can't summon iron golems with commands in this version, which is crazy. We can just run through. Doesn't do a ton of damage, it seems. Oh no, we can just kill slimes while running through them. That's fun. Anyways, we're gonna be speedrunning some of these. Like, some of them are very basic. Like Ant-Man here, you can get really small. I don't know why they don't. Oh wait, you can get big as Ant-Man. Giant mode. Whoa. Okay, now I'm a giant. Can I just squash things? No, but I can punch things. Can I just punch you to death? I was kind of hoping. There we go, yeah. And then we can go even smaller. And we're tiny Ant-Man. All right, now we're no longer. Next, we have the Green Lantern ring, where we can just press G, and we transform into the Green Lantern. And this mod has super sick flying animations, by the way. Here, we are flying around as the Green Lantern. Actually, instead of golems, I'm going to be taking out villagers. Ooh, there's more versions of villagers in this. Anyways, this Green Lantern, we press V to create a wall in front of us, which will keep us protected. Or we can create a punching glove that 2 hits. What else do we got? We have energy beam. Oh, it doesn't last very long. Damn. Very quick. But still, really cool. I mean, you can freaking fly around. You're like freaking Green Lantern, and you can turn right back. I'm gonna return my suit. Next might actually be one of my favorites in the entire mod, which is the Iron Man suits, or in this case, the War Machine. And we can do V for shoulder turret. Which we'll see actually in this view. Is a machine gun on my shoulder. But then we have the handguns, which shoot out of my hand, and you can see at the bottom there's a hotbar that tells me how much ammo I have. Basically, it charges up. There's also, you can aim, and you can do an Iron Man blast here. But also, you can fly, of course, and I love this flying animation so much. Like, the controls are amazing. But also, if I'm over it, I can press G and literally hop out of my suit. And this is Sentry mode, and it means basically I have an NPC that follows me around. But if I want to get back in, I just click. The back of the suit is open. I could even leave the suit open like that and just go, all right. Run right inside, and now I'm back. And now I'm off. Truly marvelous mod here. I'm gonna put that back. Next, we have the Blue Beetle, which I don't know if anyone watched the Blue Beetle movie. I actually kind of liked it. And I love this hero. So basically, you have the scarab on your back. Press G, and boom, you're Blue Beetle. Blue Beetle has some pretty basic things. He has a cool flying animation where he has the wings. And I believe I can, yeah, shoot an energy beam. Make some pork. And then a shield. That's all I really have, a beam and a shield. A lot of these heroes are pretty basic abilities. That's why I'm not going over all of them super quickly. Sorry, I'm not taking much time with some of these heroes. Next, we have Batman. I mean, come on. So you can't fly as Batman. I mean, I can fly in creative mode here. But you can use your bat cape, of course. Which has a fun little vibe to it. We can press X to bring up our grappling gun. Which is nice getting up onto things. How far can we shoot all the way up there? Oh. Oh, yeah, but I'm stuck. And then we have a utility belt, which I actually don't know what's in it. All right, we have a freeze grenade. Well, that'll do it. We have batarangs. Basically, once you have these, you can just click. Oh, and they regenerate. That's fun. And then we have smoke pellets. I'm Batman, and I'm out of here. But there's also just like a ton of different variants of suits. As you can see, like behind me over here, there's a trillion Spider-Mans. We're gonna get to that though. Let me put the Batman suit. Oh my gosh. Next we have Mr. Fantastic, which actually the Fantastic Four is coming out. That's pretty sick. Okay, oh, wait. The stretchy arms are crazy if you press V to expend punch. Can I punch you all the way over there? Kinda, wow, that takes 3 punches. What else can we do? We can toggle a shield. Oh, that's interesting. So yeah, Mr. Fantastic, they don't do Mr. Fantastic justice, I think, in this one, but I do think the stretchy arms is really fun. Now, Dr. Octopus here is actually one character they did very well. So let's press G to get the robo arms going. We can do C to jab with the tentacles. And it's not just these moves, because if I double tap space here, I can fly, kind of. It has this crazy mechanic where you are like flying, just like in Minecraft, you can go any which way. But the robo arms are like lifting you. It is the coolest freaking thing ever. The hero's not very strong in the mod, but I absolutely love this Doc Ock movement. Anyways, let's head back over here. But this one, yeah, you can't fly too high. So it's not really like flying, but like with a city map like this, I could go and just be like, oh, I'm gonna climb up this building. And then jump over here and climb up this building. And now toggle my tentacles. I'm done with them. Boom. And then next we have the reverse flash here. Actually the same as the flash, which I also have out here, but we're just gonna do the reverse one for now. This one, like you basically just press C to toggle your super speed. And well, I'm gonna use third person here because it looks so cool. And not only am I going fast, but I can press V, which allows us to see everything in slow motion. So the tick speed has gone down. And basically, I still have my super speed. You can see how slow these slimes are moving. It's like literally like I have the speed force. Look at this. It's dead before it even hits the ground. So you can just kill a bunch of mobs really quick, zoom out of there, and be gone. I actually wonder, because it seems like I can only go up to 100 kilometers per hour. What about the flash? Can I go more than that? No. Wait. Oh, I can toggle it higher. I'm at 200 blocks per second. In slow-mo, this is how fast I'm going. That's crazy. It just looks so good. In slow motion, I'm gonna take my suit off. Oh. Oh, I guess I shift-clicked on the next one, which is the Falcon. Now, the Falcon is really cool. Interesting, it won't... Oh, there we go, I can see my abilities. The Falcon really only has... the wings, but to be fair, the wings look sick. And not only can you fly, you can use V to boost. And god damn, that's like faster than the Flash, low-key. Whoa, I didn't even see that. He has a little roll out of animation. Damn. I wish he had more abilities, but it's just that, but still very sick. Next we have Mysterio here. Spider-Man villain. Obviously, he can fly. And he has an illusion wheel. Uncloak drone illusion. Okay, and we gotta do DWASDSA. And I don't know what happened. What about this one? Duplication, and it's DDAAS. I don't know, I haven't been able to get the spells to work. I don't know why, but it's supposed to work like you do it and then the spell happens, but... In the meantime, I can use my magical charged beam. And then we also have energy projection. And then obviously, you can do more of a boosted fly with Mysterio. Whoa! That's pretty cool how it like... I don't know, I feel like you can just kind of like flip around really quick. The flying just feels really good. Next we have Steve Rogers, which Captain America, which is literally you get a shield that you can throw. It goes through glass. I don't know when it comes back, but that is all Captain America does. We've already been through the Reverse Flash. Next we have Black Panther. This one's also boring because as cool as he looks, and he can, you know, he can jump and stuff pretty high, but all he really has is claws. So like 10 hit damage punches is nice, but that's all he's really got going for him. On the contrary, we have Vision, also from the MCU here, and it's pretty different. He can fly, he can go intangible, so he can fly through buildings and walls and stuff. And then of course we have the Mind Stone, where we can go and use the Mind Stone to eviscerate. Yeah, Vision's pretty cool. The intangibility is nice. Pretty handy dandy when you're someone like me who flies into all these buildings. Next I have Manta. This is Aquaman's arch nemesis, for those who don't know. He's got a little blade, kind of boring. He does have cool flying in his suit. I just love how the flying looks. And then of course, Manta's laser beam eyes. I love how the footsteps sound too. Next we have Batman Beyond, which go to the show. We have a few more things. We have claws. We also have the ability to go invisible for a bit, as well as we have our grappling gun. I actually wonder if we go through our utility belt, do we have the same? Yeah, we have the same things. We have batarangs, smoke pellets, and freeze grenades. Also, we can, in fact, fly. Oh, I love how this one looks with the red. Oh, this guy, I'm not sure who he is. His name is Anti-Monitor. I couldn't figure out, but he's like the highest tier of hero here because you can go giant mode like Ant-Man. Which is pretty crazy. Even bigger than Ant-Man. Actually, flying isn't something he really does, but he does have antimatter beam. Which really doesn't do much damage when you think about it. And he has a force field, which I guess is pretty powerful. But I think which is his coolest is, instead of flying, he has shadow form, where I go from a person to a cloud. And you can see there's a little loading bar at the bottom right, the bottom of the screen that shows how much time I have left, but you can go pretty far with this. and very fast. And I believe you become fully intangible as well. So pretty cool guy I've never heard of, but shout out. So next we have a ton of Iron Men. But before we get to that, there's also the Iron Spider, which this one's cool because it's literally a backpack. You press G and you suit up, which by the way, that animation is crazy. And then I can press G to get the little Iron Spider arms. And then we have like the jab. We have a shielding where we can protect ourselves. And then we have a web zip where we can web up, which I think that is super sick. The other Spider-Man can do web swinging, but we're going to get to that later. For some reason, this one doesn't. Probably because this Spider-Man can fly like Iron Man. Also shoot lasers like Iron Man. Oh, actually, if you don't have them out, you can web swing, but I'm actually going to get to that when we cover the Spider-Man section in a bit here, because I want to get into the Iron Man section, which actually, if we go to the back here, we can start with Iron Man V1, which this is from the original Iron Man movie. This is the V1 of the suit. He only has a flamethrower. Oh, wait, can he fly? Oh, he can do, like, bursts. And then flamethrower. But that is obviously a very early rendition. Which Iron Man is this? Oh, this is Mark V. So this is also from the movie where he has a suitcase where I can press G. Yeah, I mean, come on. Now this one doesn't have as many features because it's just like the chest plate. But you do have a unibeam. And the antimatter beam. And of course, oh my god, the speed in which we can fly in this thing. And then we can also just close up our suitcase. Those were the alternative Iron Men here. We actually have, hold on, I forget which is which. This is Mark 85. We don't want to do that yet. All right, so this is tier 7. So this is kind of like the standard Iron Man we know. It's kind of honestly like War Machine, but without the guns. You can shoot beams. But this one can go in sentry mode. You can obviously walk right back into that. But then we move up to this where you just have Iron Man's arc reactor. This is Mark 50. So you can just press G and do the nanite transformation. This one has a much stronger cannon. Let's see how it does to a villager. You can shoot it while flying. And instead of the cannon, if you want to do a blade, you can also do a blade as well. And I just think that's cool. And of course, you can fly. But now these suits don't have sentry mode because they are, in fact, nanite technology. What the hell is this zombie doing here? You know what? This is Mark 85. Which, that was cool, but we need to... Oh. Need to get a better angle, so... These are the repulsor beams, like in Endgame. Let's get a front shot of that. Pretty cool if I do say so myself. Had to get some flying in there too. The speed in which the Iron Man suits fly is ridiculous. And then next we have this one guy I've never heard of called Brightburn. This is one of the hero packs I installed, to be fair. This guy can fly as well, and he has heat vision. He has anger mode, but that just gives him stronger heat vision, I guess. But the heat vision does look pretty freaking cool from this guy. What does it look like in first person? That's sick. And then he flies. I don't know, so that was interesting, and he's just a helmet you wear. Next we have Deadpool. This is a variant of Deadpool called the Hugh Jackman, and I just thought it would be funny because it's just his face. Very on brand for Deadpool. But there's a bunch of other ones you can get, but this one you get the katanas, which are pretty strong. Especially in 1.7 where there's no cooldown, so you can just spam hit. And then there's guns. There's also a Bob Ross Deadpool, so we'll throw that one on. And let's see. There we go. Now we have the guns. There's a bunch of very funny versions of Deadpool in this one, and this is Bob Ross. I actually think it's cool they coded their own guns into this. So, shout out Deadpool. Oh, well, we'll keep Bros there. And now for the Joker. I kind of love this Joker design. And if you press V, you get the Joker's knuckle dusters. His brass knuckles, I guess. Let's see. I don't even know how much damage this will do. 4 punches, so like 5 damage a hit. And then what? Oh, hold X and I get a wheel of items. Ooh. Joker's Tommy gun, Joker's revolver, machete, knife. Okay, I couldn't get the Tommy gun, but I can get the handgun. Okay, what's the point of the revolver if I can kill a villager just as quick with my hands? Or toggle flag. I kind of love that. All right, let's try the machete. Oh, that's a 2-hit. This is more than than the gun. I don't know why I can't get the Tommy gun to work. So weird. I can't get a Tommy gun to show up. Interesting. Well, Joker does have a machine gun, but it can't be queued for some reason. Next, we have Robin. Of course, he's kind of just like Batman, except of course can glide down and then has a utility belt, same as Batman. Pretty much just a reskinned Batman, but it looks really cool, can't lie. But next is a really fun one. Next, we're the Punisher. So let's see what we got for weapons. Dual machine gun, or dual handguns, dual Berettas. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Now we got an M16. I'm actually pretty impressed by these guns, I can't lie. Hit a reload. How are these looking? Oh wait, those look so sick. And the casings fall on the ground. This is pretty crazy for like such an old mod too. And then next we have Kingpin. And now he looks like this on the armor stand, but this is the Kingpin from Spider-Verse. So if we shift click, we become the Kingpin from Spider-Verse, who's just this big fella. We have a move called Ram. Oh, I can just ram through things. Well, let me run through blocks. No, that would be cool. Equip item. Oh, he has a Desert Eagle. That's so funny. Oh, the dual Berettas would work. But no, he just has this one. I love that. Really, there's no purpose to him besides just being able to be a giant freaking boss. It's funny that the stands that hold the suits, it just shows the regular size. Okay, next, I'm sure you've seen this, is the Vulture from Spider-Man. Now, he really just has this move where he can fly, but he can fly very fast. Oh. I thought he had a gun or something, but guess not. But very cool design. I mean, those wings look perfect. And next, oh boy, this is really the main reason I even have the city map is because of Spider-Man. Now, pretty much all of these, except maybe the Venom here, have about the same exact abilities. Also, Spider-Punk has some different ones. But I'm going to pick and choose what Spider-Man do I want. And I am actually going to go for the PlayStation Spider-Man. I love those games. So Spider-Man is faster. He jumps pretty high, right? He can do a little web zip where he can pull himself over somewhere. But then he has web shooters like this one. These are just sticky webs, I guess, because it's not even hurting this Iron Golem. But just like the other things, we can change what type of webs he has. Like those are rapid webs. Then we have impact. What else do we have? Sticky. Oh, I think that slows him. Yeah. Slow him down. Hit him with a ricochet. Very basic stuff. But let's get into what everyone wants to see. The web slinging. So all you gotta do is press B to activate web slinging. And then anywhere you go, you just right click, you'll just tap, and then hold on. It's kind of hard to get started from ground level. So let me do a little, here, we'll web zip up. And then when we're in the air, yep. And then you left click to let go. And yeah, Just straight up free swinging in the city. No, I highly recommend getting a city map. I'll make sure to link this map down below. Oh god, can we get through here? Oh, I hit the wall. Shoot. Let's see if we can pick up some speed. Oh, I went too low. That's okay, because you can always just press V. Do your little web slings to get a little bit higher. Through the buildings. Dude, this is just fun. I feel like I could just throw on some tunes. Start swanging. Oh my god, we went flying there. Anyways, that is Spider-Man. I think being able to just web sling it all is super sick. Oh, let's see. Let's get Spider-Man 2099. Okay, Spider-Man 2099 has claws. You can do a little bit of punch and damage. Oh yeah, and he can't swing. There's Spider-Pig. He has comically large hammer that he pulls out of nowhere. Let's see how much we can do. Huh, it plays cartoon sounds. Oh my god, and he can just super jump. And he can web zip around as well. Love that. Does Miles have anything different? He has... Oh, he does. He's charged up. Oh. You can do a Venom Blast, which is pretty sick, which is his electric powers. But then there's also... We have Spider Noir here. And he has a gun. He's not like other Spider-Men. And then there's also Spider Sense, which I believe makes you dodge attacks. Oh, it actually makes the world move slower, just like when you're the Flash. I don't have time to react. Heh. Little web zip and punch. And then lastly, of course, we have Spider-Punk here. And I believe he has, yeah, Guitar Blast. I don't know if... Oh, it takes 2 to kill them. But yeah, you just use your guitar and you can blast them. And now we have Shazam and Black Adam. I'm gonna do Shazam first. Oh, interesting. I thought Shazam would have more powers than this. Like, I thought I'd be able to do the Shazam, like, Shazam. But he does fly super fast. That's cool. But so do all the heroes. And then I can turn on super speed. That's cool. Okay, I thought Shazam would have more to do. Let's see. Oh, I just deleted Shazam from existence. But let's see if... Oh, okay, so Black Adam... If you play Black Adam, you have the Shazam abilities where you yell, Shazam! Okay. That's cool. Black Adam's more of Shazam than Shazam. Huh. And he has a lightning beam? Oh, yeah. I have super speed as well. Oh, disorienting. Okay. And then I can just hit Shazam. And I'm back. I like those. Which one is this? This one is Spectre. I'm not quite sure who Spectre is, but they look cool. Oh, they have teleport. Let's see how far we can teleport. Can we teleport up there? Oh my god! That is a far teleport. What the hell? Then there's energy projection. All right, let's teleport right there. Wow. That's actually pretty crazy. Spectre can't fly, though, but that's okay, because the teleport is insane. I guess we'll just see how strong this, One thing I've noticed is this guy does not have any cooldowns. Like, I can just keep spamming this. And then I can also just teleport. Oh my god, I can just spam it. Shout out Spectre. This was a cool... Oh, it does have a bit of a super jump going on. And now we have the Superman types. I'm actually going to start with proper Superman. So this is actually the DCU David Cornsweet Superman. They also have it in this old mod because this is from a hero pack I downloaded. So there's lots of people still making them for this mod. Let's see. Okay, so we can toggle super speed. Oh, this one has a different effect. I like this one. Oh my god, we can run almost as fast as the Flash. 151 blocks per second. Good lord. Good lord. We'll turn that off for now. Next we have Freeze Breath. Oh wow, that didn't kill him though. The heat vision worked though. And then of course, he can fly, but then he can hit a boost midair. Oh, I slammed into the wall. Wait, I want to do that again. The boost sounded clean. That is crazy. It does like a... Oh my god, he flies so fast. So that's interesting. With this way he flies, you have to look the direction. Like, you can't go up by holding space. You have to look down. All right, let's fly back. That is crazy. That's fun. And then, of course, I have slow-mo vision. But yeah, that is Superman. But then we have Bizarro, which is the zombified evil Superman. So he has Arctic vision and flame breath. He can also fly just like Superman. Let's hit him with the Arctic vision. And then flame breath. Dude, the flying is just so freaking good. What about a punch? All it takes is 2 punches. Okay, Bizarro and Superman, no surprise, they're about the same. And then we have Omni-Man. Oh, I just realized if I hold down shift, it's like I get into position. What do I press space? Ooh. That's pretty cool. So Omni-Man from Invincible. He can also fly pretty fast, but he also has smash ground. Oh. Okay, that was crazy. That's like the only ability I've used where it actually affected the environment. I thought maybe none of them were going to affect the environment, but I guess that one did. So that's Omni-Man. Wait, how do I look with the mustache? Ooh, I look good. So those are like the main superhero packs. I did want to show off this other one I found, which was Transformers. So we have Optimus Prime. The only thing is, for some reason, they didn't want to make you bigger. So you're just Optimus Prime. The only thing you can do is you can transform. Somehow they still have the walking animation when you're in the truck form, but I did think it was fun that you could do that. There's only Optimus Prime and Hook, which I'm unfamiliar with. Oh, they're a crane. But that are just cool. Like, non-superheroes are kind of in here too. And then if you want to install hero packs, you go here. And let's see if we can install one real quick and see what they got going on. Oh, this one has the Powerpuff Girls. Derps, okay. And it's gonna reload the heroes, hopefully. Froze. Okay, here we go. And also, when you're in the superhero tab, you can use this to filter by hero. So this is like the default heroes. And this is the pack I just installed. They added their own version of Omni-Man as well as a few other... they'd added a different Superman and some other characters from Invincible. But I'm interested... Oh, actually, I want to try Adam Eve from Invincible. Oh, that was cool. Transforming into her suit. Wait. That's fun. She can shoot blasts. Oh, that's fun. That's an atom blast. What does this do? I don't know, but I can make a shield. Whoa. Oh. Oh, and I can use the scroll wheel. So I can pick this guy up. And blast him. Oh yeah, and she can fly as well. Cool, I didn't even know she was in here, but that is super cool. I just want to check out this new pack. We have Blossom. Obviously, Powerpuff Girl here. Oh my god. The flying is so funny. And she has heat vision and freeze breath. What else you got? And heat breath. Stronger than Superman, confirmed. That's Blossom. We have to try Bubbles, who has ultrasonic scream. Oh, wow. Just destroys any glass in its way. Oh, and then super speed. Can she fly? Oh, she can. Hell yeah. And then we got Buttercup, who can have heat vision and super speed. Wait. Create tremor. And then also smash ground. Huh. Is that all of them? Bubbles, Blossom, Buttercup. Isn't there another one? Bubbles. I mean, I guess that's the only three. I don't know why I thought there was a fourth Powerpuff Girl, but now I'm thinking about it. Probably not. I want to see if this person's Dr. Fate is any better. He has different moves. Let's see. We have Naboo's Wrath. Oh. And then Order Beam. Okay. That was pretty cool. Hold on. I want it from this. And then we have Wheel of Fate. Okay, let's see if we can get a spell to work. Oh. Wait, that spell just worked. Atmospheric spell. AWDS. Okay. Huh. What about Whip? Oh, I could like pull them in too. That's really cool. And then lastly, he has Teleport. Okay, see, so this is why I couldn't cover every hero, because this is already a different version than this exact same Dr. Fate here, but from a different pack. So there's a lot of options in this mod, and a lot of hero packs, and I highly encourage people to check this one out, even though it's for 1.7. It's just a marvel of Minecraft modding, and I'm a huge fan of it. Fisk's superhero mod, it was probably the first mod that came to anyone's mind when they saw the title and thumbnail of this video. It is kind of the golden standard. I'm going to give it an S tier just simply because of where it's at, and I really, really, really appreciate the community aspect of it, the fact that people can just upload their own hero packs and they made it super easy to install them. I would love to see something like that from like Timeless and Classic Zero in their gun packs. It would be cool to have like an in Minecraft integrated way to try new additions to the mod. So that's why a Fisk Superhero mod is an easy S tier for me. It's setting a very high bar, but that is kind of the mod everyone's going to compare it to, so I figured I'd cover it first. So yes, shout out Fisk Superhero mod. I would love one day for this to be updated even just to 1.20, but it doesn't look like that's happening. Anyways, on to the next mod. All right, so this first superhero mod we're covering is super cool and I think super underrated. So this mod adds a ton of different superhero suits that you can create and wear and get a bunch of abilities. And also these suits are super detailed because like, look at this. We got all of the DC legends I got lined up here, but there is way more than just the DC guys. But like, look at how detailed the models are. But we'll go through, this is just a few of them, not even all of them. It's a whole thing. But before we can actually make the suits, we got to introduce the new ingredients, which is a bunch of new ores like ruby, kryptonite, titanium, NTH, vibranium, and cosmic debris. All of this will be used in this bad boy right over here, which is the suit bench you'll have to craft. Now in here, it's actually pretty straightforward. Every single one of the heroes is in this bench and it will tell you exactly what you need to create them. It's in alphabetical order, and for some reason you can actually become Alfred, which is Batman's butler. So once you get the suit, we got Alfred right here. It's pretty simple. You just click to put it on and boom, I'm Alfred. But you can hover over. If you want to see the stats, you can just hold left control, and we can see that his speed is nerfed, but he has more combat, attack, regen, and defense. I mean, if you guys know about Batman in the comics, dude, Alfred's kind of a badass, man. He can hold it down. And then he has abilities. He has reload, equip weapons, and cucumber sandwiches. So let's start with equipped weapons. So the Thematic Superhero mod, by the way, is paired with Vic's Point Blank gun mod for a lot of reasons. And one of them is this. Like Alfred, he carries a shotgun. He doesn't have any powers, and he's not Batman, so he isn't afraid to blast. So if you're interested in the Vic's Point Blank mod, I did make a video on every gun mod. Boom, we can blast out the glass here. And then I also have this dinner plate, and if I press Y, cucumber sandwich gives me regeneration 3. Oh, so I think this is just more of a cosmetic thing. Hello, sir. This is my Alfred voice. Now, I guess Alfred isn't a superhero, so you guys are probably not too excited to see that, but that is the first one. And Alfred is a tier 3, so there's different tiers of heroes on how strong they are. So I guess we'll just maybe go through everything in alphabetical order. So let's throw on the Aquaman. But this is more than just DC heroes, by the way. This is also from other series that we'll get into, like Invincible. So there's Omni-Man and Invincible, as well as The Boys. And I think there's a few Marvel and X-Men characters in here as well. So this is Aquaman. Ooh, look at me. Dude, I love how Aquaman looks. And now you can see on the top left, there's a lot more abilities, and you can do all of these key binding. But if I press H, I get my trident here, and I'm gonna put a target dummy here. Let's hit him. Yeah, I just did like 60 damage. What the heck? That's a lot. Let's summon like a tough. Summon a witch. How quickly can we kill a witch? Pretty much immediately. Aquaman, oh god. Slash game rule, do fire tick, false. Okay. So Aquaman is a tier 8 hero, not the highest tier, but certainly one shy of it. So that was that. Let's see, let's get away. I don't want to ruin my display here, but let's throw a dummy, and he has an ability called From the Deep. If you press V. I don't know what that does. But I have water Oh, I can make a shield of water around me. There should be a sound effect with that. And then battle charge. Oh, I did 50 damage just by charging through. That is crazy. And then trident rush. Okay, interesting. What's tentacle throw? Oh, I threw a tentacle. What the hell? In roaring seas? Oh. I'm doing damage to everyone and everything. I just have lightning all around me. Okay. And I believe if we get in the water here, I can press R for enhanced swimming. Oh, yeah. Yeah, we're Aquaman. Can I, like, jump? Oh. This is awesome. So actually kind of useful. I don't know if there's any other water-based superheroes we got here. So that was Aquaman, which he is used with Atlantean plates, which I don't know how you'd get Atlantean plates. Atlantean plates are if you take gold plates and prismarine shards, and then plates are just a new thing made. So actually, that's not that expensive. Atlantean plates, prismarine, nautilus shell. Like, you could get Aquaman in a pretty reasonable amount of time. I mean, you're gonna need a lot of gold and a lot of prismarine, but if you had an ocean base, you become Aquaman, you're just set. All right, next is Arsenal. Now, this is actually a hero I'm not familiar with, but we need Kevlar, carbon fiber, bow and arrow, reinforced leather, and Queen tech. Interesting. Team Arrow. Okay, so he's from like he's like the Green Arrow. Look at this guy. He's got a backwards hat. He's pretty cool. What's his abilities? We got H to equip a bow. Now, okay, I selected my arrow. And with arrow-based characters, because there's a few of them, like there's the Green Arrow here we'll get to later probably. There's the arrow bench. So you can only open this if you're an arrow-based character, but you can equip different arrows in here. And then when you press R, which is your quiver, you get your bow. Now, one thing I have a problem with is I can't figure out how to shoot the bows. I get them in my hand, but you can't shoot it like a regular bow for some reason. I don't know if I also need arrows in my inventory. Nope. That is something that I will figure out eventually. If I press G, you have a smoke bomb, so you can kind of throw some smoke down and get out. As well as you have a throwing knife. Boom. Oh, it gives slowness and bleeding. I don't know why it's not saying how much damage it's doing. There's a lot to... Some of these arrow characters I cannot figure out. Because I have a bow. I just don't know why I can't shoot. But the bow is tied to the guy. So when you unequip an arrow character, the arrow goes away. But I guess we'll just move on here. Whoa. This guy looks crazy. Azrael. You need a netherite sword, fire charge, chainmail, red and white fabric, utility belt, books, reinforced leather, iron plate, and hardened steel. This is the Bat family, so he's from Gotham. I'm not familiar with this one, but let's see. He has a utility belt, which brings in this. This is that's the ammo bench. The gadget bench. So in here, there's a bunch of different gadgets, which is a whole other can of worms we're getting into here, where we can add different gadgets. So let's just say I want the explosive batarang. Let's say, I don't know, a bow staff. We can put all of this into our gadget belt, and then we can press N. So now that I have this, I can press R to use my gadget. So that's my smoke bomb. Press N to change it. I don't really know how to use the bow staff. Maybe this one doesn't really work. I don't know. But next is the explosive batarang. Let's see. Boom. A bit of a cooldown on the Batarang here, but how much damage can we do to like this guy here? Boom, 23 damage. Beautiful. Now this guy has J, which is a blazing charge. Well, that makes sense. And then flamethrower. Hold on, let's flamethrow this guy. I'm just blowing fire out of my hand. That's crazy. And then cripple is Z. Wow, that was a 70 damage punch. And then sword blitz. That one just immediately resets when I try to use it. So I'm not sure how that works. Oh, wait. You can press H to equip weapon. So I have Sword of Sin. Now what if I try Sword Blitz? Oh, yeah. It like rapidly swings my sword. Okay. So it has Fire Aspect 3, and then there's a grapple gun. Wait, hold on. Maybe I just gotta touch it. Yeah. And then lastly, we have a Blessing of Saint Dumas. Whoa. Absorption, Darkness, Weakness, Wither, and Lifesteal. Whoa. I don't even know where I grappled to. Holy crap, I'm in a football field now. That's pretty cool. The grapple seems to work pretty well. Like, we gotta get up there. Can we grapple up there? Yeah. I promise we got some pretty crazy superpowers coming up, but this guy, so far, I think has been my favorite. Azrael, some Catholic dude with divine powers. Next, we have Batgirl, which is another one in the Bat family that also can use the utility belt. One thing also, which I actually don't know entirely how to do the alternative suits, but there's a whole section here where the existing heroes have a ton of alternative options. So let's just say I do Batgirl. There's like all these different Batgirls from different versions of the character. So let's say, for example, there is a Batgirl from 1966. Has the same abilities, it just has a different look. But this is the default Batgirl look. Also has a lot of the same things. She actually, I believe, has the same abilities as Batman. You're gonna notice some of these characters have pretty similar ones. So we have detective work, which allows you to see through walls and see all entities through walls. So if you're just trying to find someone's base, trying to find some chests, like I can tell the dummy is down here. Actually, I forgot, there's something very important about Batgirl. If you jump, you can do a little bat glider, use the cape as Batman and Batgirl do. Boom. Now we're down here. And then this also, you have a utility belt, so I can use the explosive Batarang. But since we're using a new bat person here, let's try, we got the Netherite Batarang. Oh, I forgot. I have to go to a bat. This is the only thing I don't totally understand. Is like, okay, I have the Batarang, but the only way to equip it is if I go to a gadget bench and put it in. Which I get, but also it's like, can I not just use it when it's in my hand? Ooh, wow, that does a lot of damage. Hell yeah. Now this one also has a grapple gun that we can use. Whee! I haven't been able to figure out what Second Wind does. I think it might heal. But also, like, depending on how strong each character is, like this one is a tier 6. And do a decent amount of damage with punching. So let's say I summon a Husk. We got a zombie here, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 punches kills a zombie. So you do got the bat punches as well, which I'm a fan of. And then we got a few bat iterations here. So let's now Batman. So this is the default Batman. I mean, pretty freaking cool. He does have a few more abilities. Like there's one called Stalk, which I don't know how that works. Whoa. Wait. I pressed C, which was crowd control, and made me auto lock and punch that dummy. Let me try something. First, let's use a gadget. Boom, killed him with the Batarang. Oh, if I press J, I go inside the bat cape here. All right, but let me try crowd control again. Oh my god, it's like kill aura hacking aimbot. That is crazy. All right, I pressed V, which was bat vehicles. I did not realize it was going to spawn in the literal Batmobile. What? Whoa. Oh, so we can get a better angle if we use the arrows. Can I just drive this thing around? Whoa. I did not know this was here. All right, let's try to get on the road. Oh, this is a train track, I think, but whatever. Can we pick up some speed here? I wonder if the rails are slowing it down. Oh, now I gotta wait 80 seconds. I guess there's a limited time. But also, if we need to get out of a sticky situation, we can spawn a swarm of bats. They'll never find me. Then grapple gun. Up. Then glide away. I was never here. Also, there is a ton of different Batman skins. Let's see if I can find, like, we have the Batman from the newer Batman movies, the Robert Pattinson ones. Do we have Dark Knight? Yeah, we have Dark Knight Batman from the Dark Knight films. And they all have similar skills and abilities and whatnot, but let me... So there's that one, and then there's... You can take your Batman suit, add an ender chest, some kryptonite and gold plates, and a full set of netherite armor, and there's the netherite Batman, which this might honestly be one of the most cool-looking, unique Batman ideas, like a Minecrafty netherite full suit Batman with seemingly kryptonite hands right here. But he still has the same abilities. He's a bit stronger. And now if I press J, I have a permanent ender chest in my inventory, which I can keep Alfred in. We can really just fly away. Never to be seen again. But yeah, I love this look. The netherite Batman is so far the coolest looking one to me. Now there's also Batwoman. I don't know if there's any other different things. Oh, they have, let's see, a taser. Batwoman has a taser. Okay, that did a lot of damage. And a grenade. Okay, does Batwoman kill people? What do you mean grenade? And demolition expert, which is why. Whoa! Okay. Hold on, I gotta reload it, but Batwoman got a freaking grenade launcher. And then Z is to evade. We can use, oh, and I just evaded off a cliff, but you get the point. Okay, so Batwoman is a bit of a... Can I not glide as Batwoman, or can I just not do all reloading? Oh, interesting. Batwoman doesn't have a glide. Also does not have a grapple hook. Oh, there you go. Look at that. Oh, Batwoman also has just a UMP machine gun. Did that come with her? It did. Wow. So Batwoman has a machine gun and a grenade launcher. That makes her a little bit different than Batman. I would say Batman probably doesn't use that. All right, next. Oh, we're getting into the fun ones. Bizarro. Bizarro, if you don't know, is like dumb, evil Superman. You can see I got a really messed up cape and like a zombie looking face. But I am, in fact, Superman. So let's see what we can do here. I can do a ground pound. Let's do it next to this dummy. Boom. Yeah, 30 damage. I have X-ray vision. I can also see entities all over the place. It looks like there's a bee through the wall there. Maybe that's a bat. Probably a bat. But then, let's just say I want to fly away. I can press G and jump. And yes, I am able to fly. Let me turn off X-ray vision. So I'm soaring through the airs, and I have ice vision, I guess, instead of heat vision like Superman. I have ice vision. I was hoping I could turn water into ice here, but guess not. Let me find... Kind of, okay, it does some damage. Does 35 damage a second. And then I have super breath, which actually I believe you'd want to spawn in a mob for. Oh, they went flying the other way. So just from my breath, I can kill. And then I can just jump and fly away. I have enhanced reflexes, which I don't know what that does. I'm going to assume I can, like, dodge a hit, maybe. Oh, yeah. Huh. Let's try fire breath. Beautiful. And then lunar absorption, I believe, is what heals me all the way up. And then I have thunderclap, which... All right, let's hit him with a thunderclap. That was sick. All right, but this is Bizarro compared to Superman. He's like the evil reverse zombie Superman. And Bizarro is a... Yeah, he's a tier 9, one of the strongest tier of hero. Next we have Black Canary. Now this is a hero I'm not super familiar with, but that's who we have over here. Let me try. Black Canary. Hello. I actually don't know what Canary does. Is it her voice? Canary cry is R. Okay. Oh, yeah, I just screamed and did 30 damage. And let's see what else. I got upgraded smoke bomb. Oh, get me out of here. Sonic lift is J. Whoa. I went like flying straight up in the air. What the heck? Let's spawn a couple guys. Crippling canary cry. Oh, wow. That does hundreds of damage. So I just have like a crazy voice, I guess. Now let me try V for motorcycle. Yo! You can zoom in. So I didn't realize there's even any freaking vehicles in this. Whoa, we're like in better first person. Whoa! It gives us our blocks per second speed. That's pretty cool. I didn't know Black Canary had a motorcycle that apparently works underwater. This motorcycle down the street here. How fast can we go? Yo! Wait, that is sick. All right, shout out Black Canary. Way cooler hero than I thought. I actually love the vehicle aspect. When I started recording today, I had no idea that was a thing. All right, next we have Black Mask, and I realized I haven't actually used this to craft yet, so I'm gonna see if it has any fun effects when I craft. No, but good to know. Anyways, now we're Black Mask, which is a tier 3, so he's not very strong. Is he? Yeah, he's a Batman villain. And if I press H, I get a Desert Eagle, and of course, a shotgun. I was curious how ammo works here. Oh, so you have unlimited ammo as these guys. That's very interesting. Oh my god, the Deagle is... I reviewed all of these guns in the past, but Black Mask has all that, and then he also has Cripple, which is a 70 damage punch, and then Evade. So, pretty cool, really classy. I like the look he has. Next, we have our first character not from DC or Marvel. It is Black Noir from The Boys, if you guys have ever seen that show. Now, Black Noir is pretty strong. He has, first is his smoke bomb. Lets him get out of here. Oh, next he has J, which allows him to slide. Wait, did I slide? I didn't see a slide happen there. Okay. Pressure points. So it just made me hit that one zombie for a one hit. Interesting. And I have Throwing Knife, which gives slowness and bleed, which also will kill them. And then we have Crowd Control, which is like Batman. I just have auto lock. I love that. And then we have Cripple, Single Hit Kill, Shadow Veil. Oh, I'm like invisible. For how long? Oh, like 10 seconds. That's pretty nice. And it drops a smoke bomb. Because then it's like, where am I? Boom. Knife to the face. Wait, let me try the slide again. Oh, it really is just more like a jolt forward. And then I have something called Indomitable. So let's try that, which is V. I'm just like invincible for a bit. Dude, crowd control is crazy. Next we have Blade, which is the vampire hunter. I actually recently watched the Blade movies. They're pretty good, but I'm curious what his moves are. So he has hunter vision, which is just another X-ray vision type thing where I can see entities through walls. He has equipped weapons. So we of course have the Blade sword, an MP7, and a Spaz 12. Okay. Let's pull out the knife. Now let's use Katana Blitz. Oh. Oh, it's kind of like... It just like automatically attacks all the zombies around me. I kind of love that. All right, then we have a Bite. Oh, that like insta-killed. How much did that do? Oh, we have Throwing Knife. We can try that. It's the same as the other one. Grenade. And then Shadow Veil. Oh, just like Black Noir. All right, let's hit it with a Bite. All right, Bite does 40 damage. Hell yeah. Well, that was Blade. Shout out. And I believe they have a bunch of different Blade skins. Oh, classic Blade. Yo, I like the classic Blade look. Oh, and then they have Blade from the movie. Hell yeah. Next, we have Cheetah from the Legion of Doom. And actually, I'm not really familiar much. Well, let's see. H is Dodge, which is just kind of like a dodge. And we have J, which is a, Battle Charge, which did 50 damage. Then we have Frenzied Swipes. Oh, wow. I'm just doing tons of damage, I think. We have Latch. Oh, I can just, like, latch onto something and do damage? Wait, Curse of the Gods? Okay, that's not doing anything. Okay, now let's try Enhanced Reflexes. Whoa, wait. I have, like, froze time. I can bite you, and then I'm gonna latch onto this guy. Huh. We'll spawn a bunch. And then we're gonna do charge. Oh, I only hit one of them. Right, let's try to hit him with the Yo. Oh. Ran through him. Wait, we're gonna hit him with a charge in a second. I just want to see if I can do a lot of damage. Boom. And now frenzied swipes. Oh, it's like automatic aimbot. Except I started targeting. Oh, I'm still hurting them. It seems also Cheetah can climb up walls. Oh, but I'm taking fall damage. That's crazy. But then I launch so far in the air and then I take damage, but she can just climb up walls too. Huh. All right, next we have Clayface. Clayface is really cool. He's a big, I put this on, I grew like 3 blocks in height. I believe there's actually a Clayface movie coming out somewhat soon, but he can shapeshift. So if we press J, it gives us a selection of random shapeshifting options. Trickster, Black Panther, She-Hulk, Leonardo. What the heck? So I just shapeshifted into Leonardo from the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I don't get his abilities, but it's just basically one of Clayface's abilities is just to disguise himself like other people. But if we want to undo that, we can go and do his. Wait, can I? Yeah. So I have mallet hands now. I don't know if that means I do a ton of damage. I also just have like much more range when I have mallet hands. Yeah, my hands are doing like sword level damage. Then I have malleability, which increases the length of my arms. So I can punch from much further. I've just stretched them out. And then my favorite is Wrecking Ball, which I turn into a giant round wrecking ball, which can bounce around and do lots of damage. Boom. Huh. Oh, Tremor did some nearby damage. Wow. But yeah, it seems like anytime you have Shapeshift, it just gives you some random options. And I swear there are options that aren't even available as people like the Riddler. Like you can't become the Riddler, but there's a Riddler skin I can mimic as, which is funny, but I'm also still huge like Clayface. Like I'm not very well disguised, but very fun option of a hero. Oh, I'm still big. I don't think that was supposed to be the case. Connor Hawk, who's another arrow that I can equip bow, then I can't use the bow. But what's G do? Hurricane bow. Crowd control. Oh, I can still use the crowd control ability though. This guy has the same exact abilities as the last arrow person, and still the bow doesn't work. And maybe I'm doing something wrong, but all the research I can do, I cannot figure out how to get the bow to work. Next, we have Deadpool, which obviously comes with some dual-wield katanas, a Desert Eagle. Looks like I also have a knife. Let's reload. And we also got a machine gun, and then we have a little baby knife. But the katanas are nice because if I do katana blitz, I'm just spamming damage. I can confuse the enemy. Oh, I just was like flailing my arms. And there's pressure point, which is just 20 damage. What's maximum effort? Oh. I don't know what that did, but it made me blow up a hole in the ground. Also blew up the Batman stand here. Oh well. And then of course I have J, throw a grenade, and then taunt. I just flail my things around and I have strength for a minute. Huh. And of course, I can heal myself anytime I'm damaged. Next, we have Emiko Queen, which is another arrow character, so I'm not even going to try to use the arrow, but we have, of course, the smoke bomb. Then we have something called Fletchette that I used, which is like, I can shoot an arrow out of my head, which actually does damage. And then Mother's Training. Gave me strength and slowness. Next, we have Gambit from X-Men, which I can press N to equip to my cards, or I can press H to equip my bow staff, which does a decent amount of damage. But I believe the cards, yeah, I can throw and they do 11 damage. And then I can do card blitz, which I don't even know what I just did there. I just like threw a bunch of cards, and then I can press J for a card vortex, which just creates seemingly a huge circle around me of cards. Yeah. And then Royal Flush. Oh, whoa. I'm just like automatically attacking. Yeah. And then hold on, I can do a Staff Rush. Ooh. Charge with my staff and then Staff Fury. How strong is Gambit? Gambit is a tier 8 hero. That's pretty cool. I'm a big fan of Gambit. I like being able to throw these cards. Unlimited. Whoa. This is the first hero and probably the only one I've seen that's tier 10. So this is Gambit. I'm unfamiliar, but apparently a part of the Green Lantern lore. You do have Flight, and then you have Willpower Beam, which is like your Green Lantern beam, which does some damage. Then there's grab construct. Whoa. Oh, I'm stuck. How did I grab myself? Left and right click to break out. Or I could just remove it from my head. Interesting. Psychic invasion. I'm doing a ton of damage just with my mind. Next is expert tactician, which gives me strength 9 and resistance 9. Okay, wow. Bolster willpower, which I think willpower is what you use to use the Green Lantern thing. So this is my Green Lantern ring doing this. I'm trying to figure out. Whoa. Yeah, that'll do it. The willpower unleashed. Oh, the psychic push did 31 damage. So how does this grab construct thing work? Anyways, apparently this is the strongest hero, the highest tier hero. Oh, dude, I totally forgot. This is how it works. So when you have a Green Lantern character, you have a ton of options for things you can will into existence. So let's just say I wanted to will a giant fly swatter. Now I have a fly swatter that does a ton of damage. Maybe I want to will a fire extinguisher. I can will a fire extinguisher. Do I want to will a bow? Maybe this one will work. It does. That's so funny. I can see why he is super strong now, because now I can will a shield into existence, and then I could will a flamethrower into existence. And now I have a flamethrower and a shield. What else? We got so many things. We have dual sword. So that's the power of playing any of the Green Lantern characters, is being able to will items into existence, which I think is super cool. You have a limited amount of willpower that you have to recharge, but still. Shout out Ganthet. But now we have General Zod, which he is Superman villain. If you ever saw Man of Steel, he's in that. I can use heat vision, just like Superman. And of course, I can do pretty much all the same moves. What's Seeing Red? That's a new one. Oh, wow. Yeah, that's a lot of damage. And it, like, locks on a target. Fist Fury. Battle Charge. Did 50 damage. Holy moly. Of course, we gotta try the Thunderclap. That's so crazy. And, let's take a flight. I always notice, like, the bad guys don't stick their hands out like Superman. They have their hands down while they fly. Frost Breath Ice onto the ground. Shout out General. Oh, God, I'm flying. I need to remember to turn off fast flight. General Zod, Gentleman Ghost. Oh, this is one I do not know at all. Now we're Gentleman Ghost. This is from the Legion of Doom. This is a tier 8 hero. Can fly. Would make sense. Intangibility. Does that make me... Oh! Oh my God, I can ghost through things. I'm intangible. I'll come back to life. I can press J to go invisible. Okay, that's cool. I'm possessing the dummy right now. I don't know how to unpossess. Oh, I gotta wait a while. Oh, haunting. Does a ton of damage. What the hell? Oh, wow. Teleport as well? So this guy's real mobile. He does a decent amount of damage. Oh, he has weapons? H? No way. A ghost gun? But, like, actually a ghost gun? I gotta slow reload. Oh, yeah. Wait, this guy is awesome. Alright. I love this guy. The Gentleman Ghost might be my fave. I like how I can just go intangible and fly through things like an actual ghost. That seems OP. I would just build an invincible base and exist under there. I want to try the possessing thing real quick. Alright, C. Oh, I possessed it, but then it died immediately. That's funny. Anyways, a Gentleman Ghost. I took a quick pause and I realized I finally figured out what's wrong with the arrows in the bow characters. As you can see, I am Green Arrow here. And there's arrows called arrows, but they're not the same as Minecraft arrows because, of course, that would just be too convenient. So now when you press H to pull out your bow, you need these special type of green arrows in which you can put in here. So we have boxing glove arrow, bowling arrow. I'll put this type of arrow in here too. So now you can, oops, wrong button. You press R in your quiver to select a different arrow. So this is a regular one, which looks nice and regular in this bow. And does a solid 10 damage. Not too shabby. So that's how all the previous characters with arrows I couldn't figure out. That's how we do it. But the green arrow, pretty iconic character. He has deadly aim too, which I think, yeah, just makes it so literally no matter what I do, I'm aiming at the character, which is kind of fun. Next we have arrow blitz. Oh, and we just shoot a ton of arrows. And then we have hurricane arrow. I don't know what the heck that did. We still have fletchette, which is just you can tap and shoot a little arrow. We have double arrow. Boom. And survivalist, which just adds 3 arrows. What the heck? That's kind of crazy. But that's the green arrow. Also, I can toggle the hood, which I'm not quite sure. I think it's just an aesthetic thing, but I'll take it. And then also, of course, there's the netherite green arrow, which, ooh, I just noticed has a better bow, a netherite bow. But, okay, it still does 10 damage, so I don't know what the difference is. And then it has, wait, aeroplane. Whoa! Aeroplane. Okay, well, the green arrow, if you get the netherite version of the green arrow, you can literally just freaking fly around in a plane. Looks like it goes whatever direction you're looking, and holy crap, this thing is fast. Green aeroplane. Oh no, not into the World Trade. Anyways. Now, after the green arrow, there is like 7 different Green Lanterns, because obviously Green Lantern has a lot of iterations, but they're all kind of the same 5. Actually, wait, Green Lantern. I guess some of them have a little bit less power than others. Most of them are tier 8, but then Hal Jordan specifically is a tier 9. So let's see what the Alan Scott Green Lantern looks like. This one, oh, you can do like equip the ring, which you can just use as a weapon. Can use a willpower beam. I can grab the construct and have it fall. Willpower surge. Oh, I like pulled out a lantern and surged with willpower. Now willpower shroud. Oh, I can use the ring to go invisible. Okay. Willpower locomotive. Oh, I just sent a train. All right, willpower locomotive. Oh, it didn't do anything. Oh, I have a shield though. Does this mean they can't get me? Ow! Okay, maybe projectiles can't hit me. I'm using the ring. Thank you. And now let's see if we switch, like, I'm gonna go to John Stewart. Oh, so some of them have a slightly different powers. Like this one has willpower artillery, which maybe I need to equip the ring first. This one is literally a tank you can create. To shoot R to shoot cannons. It's not really shooting. Cannon down, G cannon up. Okay, this one seems to be bugged out a little bit. It doesn't really want to do anything. The guns aren't shooting. I can't get out of the tank. It has a life of its own. I'm not even the Green Lantern anymore. Oh, I'm still in the tank. I can't escape the tank, even while shifting. Oh, I jumped out. Okay, now I'm Guy Gardner, which is the guy who was in Superman. He's a bit sillier, so I wonder. He has willpower surge. He has taunt, which doesn't really do much. Also, the Green Lanterns, of course, can fly with their ring, which is pretty fun. Let's see what Hal Jordan has to offer. So he's the strongest, apparently. We'll equip the ring. There are some things that are just not... Maybe I need to willpower surge. I called in a squadron. Will they help me out? Look at these are planes flying around. Missile barrage. Okay. I missed. Oh no, these guys are helping out. And also I can make myself glow. Oh, wait, they're helping. Yo, okay. So yeah, Hal Jordan can spawn in freaking Green Lantern backup fighter jets. And of course, all of the Green Lanterns can spawn in whatever the heck they want. Got some willpower bows. And then I can just fly away, go up in the air, hit him with an arrow. What else can we willpower? Anything else fun? Who knows? Boom. I guess it's probably worth checking out a couple more, just in case. Okay, now she has the same things. What about Simon? He has a taser. Interesting. Okay, yeah. Oh, wait, Construct Flurry. Oh. It just caused some random stuff to spawn and do like 100 damage. But anyways, those were all of the Green Lanterns. I kind of just wanted to speedrun through those guys because there's just so many. All right, next we have Hawk Girl and Hawk Man. First we'll do Hawk Girl. She was in the new Superman movie as well that I watched. And then I can press H to equip her mace. Okay, so we got a mace. What if we fall? Can we, okay. So you can't just click to fly. How do you fly? C is wing flap. Okay, I see. Okay, oh, I see. I initiated flight. Then we can do a little wing evade. Okay. And then we have a mace twirl. Oh, I just twirl the mace around and then mace overcharge. Whoa, I'm flying. Okay, the overcharge makes the mace do 16 damage and then lightning slam. Oh, okay. So I slam and do lightning damage. That's pretty sick. But the wings flapping is really cool. And then we have a battle charge, which also just does a bunch of damage. And now I wonder if Hawkman has different abilities. Does he also rock a mace? Yeah, he does. But he has some different abilities. We have Hawkman. He does shoulder charge. Damn, that did 50 damage. He has cripple, which also does 70 damage. We have mace twirl, of course, does a lot. But what does berserker do? Oh, I'm just causing things to bleed. And lightning charge does 30 damage on landing. Hell yeah. So that's Hawkman and Hawkgirl. Just really mace-based flying ones. Big fan of that. Next, we have a level 9 Homelander. Homelander is like Superman. If you haven't seen The Boys, you're missing out. But let's do fast flight. So now I'm Homelander soaring through the air. He also has X-ray vision to see through walls. Pretty much has all the same abilities as Superman, except he has something called Seeing Red, which I think we've already used on another here. Let's see. Yeah, just like evil, violent, aim-locked laser vision, even while flying. That's pretty cool. And of course, I always got to do the thunderclap. Boom. I love the Homelander model here. He looks really good. Now we have Invincible. I've only seen the first season of Invincible. I need to keep watching, but Invincible is also a tier 9 who has flight. Does he have anything? He has protective rage. Whoa. Let's see. That was pretty cool. Fist Fury. Oh, it just stun locks him in place as I punch him to death. That's pretty fun. Little shoulder charge did 19 damage. Okay, I think Abdominal makes me do like no damage. Like I'm really weak, but it also makes me invincible. So, and then Thunderclap. So these are kind of like, this was also kind of like a Superman type character. I totally forgot about Kite Man. He's a tier 2. My gosh. He's weaker than a lot of these guys. So he has shoulder charge, which did, oh, that did like 50 damage. And then he has dodge. And then I'm assuming, surely Kite Man can fly, right? Yeah. Shout out Kite Man. He's always been kind of a gimmicky character, but you can become Kite Man. And they still made him a really cool design like all the other heroes. I think we're kind of getting to a funny part where we're getting a lot of interesting characters. We have Kite Man, and the next is Lois Lane, which I think is funny. Lois Lane. I'm just a normal human that can pull out a book and quill. Hi. And then I can evade. And if I'm feeling really crazy, I can press, which I don't know how this works. Because I have Y to call Superman. And now I'm Superman, which is kind of funny. Like, is this easier, cheaper than just ever making Superman? You can just be Lois. All right, let's see. Let's do, oh, I don't have flight, it seems. Oh, yeah, I do. Huh. Give me heat vision. Yeah. Can I put out fire with frost breath? That's how it should work, but it doesn't work like that. All right, what if I do solar absorption? I'm healing. How long am I Superman for? That's what I'm wondering. They also, oh, you can put out fire with your breath. Let's go. But I'm Superman. So you know I gotta hit him with the thunderclap. It's interesting. Am I just Superman permanently now? I still have Lois Lane's book. So when you're a superhero, by the way, you can just do double tap. You don't have to do fast flight. You can just do double tap and kind of fly around. But then once you put fast flight on is when you can lock in. Okay, and then when I take off the Superman, I become Lois again. Interesting. And Lois is cheap. You just need leather, purple fabric, black fabric, and the Daily Planet newspaper. Next, we have Martian Manhunter, which I've always found interesting. So he can fly, of course. He has heat vision. He has fast flight, and then he has malleability. Oh, it's just like Clayface or whatever. He has long arms. I summoned these guys when I was messing around with as Green Lantern, and they just won't disappear. They keep following me. And then I have Entanglement. Oh, just like the Ghost, I can just phase through things. Okay, interesting. He has basically all the same moves as the Ghost guy. Shout out Martian Manhunter. I thought he would be able to disguise as someone. Next, we have Mr. Fantastic. And if we want to get specific, we can actually become the Mr. Fantastic from the Fantastic Four movie that's coming out this month. Pedro Pascal, or we could be the comic book Reed Richards. You know, I'm going to do Pedro Pascal, though. For this one, I can shapeshift, and let's see who we have options as. Rick Grimes. Carl. Wait, like they have random characters that are only as disguises. So I guess I'm disguised as Rick Grimes now. Vile Concoction. Oh, I have a potion I can throw. I have something called Elastic Onslaught. Oh. God dang. Elastic Asphyxiation. I'm like choking something out. I don't even know where I am right now. I can't change camera angles. Oh, I see. I like wrapped my body on the head of this guy and did a lot of damage. That's crazy. So malleability also has super long reach as Mr. Fantastic because he has stretchy powers, of course. And then he can also turn into a giant sphere of death and destruction. Boom, 35. I have one called Arm Wrap. Oh, wow. Where you just wrap your arms around someone. Anyways, that was a Mr. Fantastic. I don't think they have the other Fantastic Four, but I'd like to see them add him. I'd love to be Human Torch or the Thing. And next we have Omni-Man, which is another Superman-like, but oh, he has one called Viltrumite Charge. Damn, which just charges through. Okay, and we got a Cripple. 70 damage. Tremor. Does 30 damage. And we have Berserker. I don't really know if that did anything, but oh, it killed them all. And my Viltrumite Charge just killed them all on sight. That's pretty crazy. And Omni-Man here, of course, also has Thunderclap. But another Superman-like, he's also a tier 9. There's a character called Orphan. Thought we already did Batman. Seems like they have a lot of Batman's abilities. Can we fly? Nope. But we can toggle hood. Ooh. Got a grapple hook. Cool. Fist Fury. And of course, we have the gadget belt. Oh, I guess this person is also in the Bat family and also an orphan. Next, we have Plastic Man, who's also in the Justice League. He has pretty much actually the exact same abilities as Mr. Fantastic, except a little weaker. So, whoa. Wait, we can become Gorilla Grodd, which is a Flash villain. Somehow they have this, but they don't have the Flash in this mod. That's so funny. But I'm just disguised as him. I love that. I love the disguise feature. But that Plastic Man was pretty straightforward, so I'm not going to linger on that. There's Power Girl, Justice Society, and also Tier 9. Okay. Yeah, we got Heat Vision, Frost Breath, X-Ray Vision, Fast Flight, Shoulder Charge, Thunderclap, Enhanced Reflexes, and Tremor. So, but Thunderclap. Damn, shout out Power Girl. I was unfamiliar, but she's in the Justice Society, apparently. Literally just another Superman, so I'm not going to linger on these Superman clones. And maybe in the comics they aren't, but at least in this mod, they have like the same powers. All right, this next one is also from The Boys, which is Queen Maeve. Oh, she has some unique ones. Bracelet Bash for Z, which I think does like a bunch of... Send him with a shoulder charge. You're dead. We have a Ground Pound. Yeah. Let's hit him with that, and then we're gonna do a Bracelet Bash. Dang. That took them all out. Now, she can't fly or nothing, but I guess she doesn't take fall damage. And then also has abdominal, shoulder charge, and berserker. Same old, same old. Next, we have Red Hood, which is one of my favorite characters. Detective work, we can see through walls and whatnot. We can use our gadgets. We, of course, have a throwing knife. What else we got here? We got a grenade. I was kind of hoping... Oh, equip weapons. That's what I'm going to say. I'm like, there's no way he doesn't have some guns. Except he really just has this pistol and a knife. This pistol does a lot of damage, to be fair. Shout out the Red Hood, man. If you guys haven't watched Under the Red Hood, it's an animated DC movie. Very good. Shows you who Red Hood is. Yo, oh my god, I got shorter. I'm Robin. Damian Wayne. And I can press H to equip Damian's sword. Ooh, wow. Wait, look at this. It's got its own little unique texture. Hell yeah. Throwing knife. And that was grandfather's training, which made me create a smoke grenade and I went invisible for a moment and I could do a lot of damage. Of course, we got a dodge. Boom. But oh my god, I just love the design on this one. Shout out Robin, who's tier 5. Unfamiliar with Shadow. They're from the Green Arrow Rogue. So this is a Green Arrow villain. So you can press H. Can do some damage here with the bow. And throw an upgraded smoke bomb. Hit him with the double arrow. What's Shadow Veal? Oh. Do I take fall damage? Yep. Wait, can this character climb walls though? Nope. A lot of arrow characters, but it seems like they kind of picked and choose the heroes and villains they chose based on the abilities they coded in already, which is chill. Silver Banshee. Whoa. Unfamiliar. From the Legion of Doom. Oh, okay. Now we got some powers here. Look at this. We have teleport. How far can we teleport? Let's look over there. Oh, that was like instant. What's pyrokinesis? Let's see. It's C. Oh. It's like the hand flamethrower from earlier. Hell yeah. And we have crippling banshee cry. Oh, I'm just screaming. And I have tremor, which I think would kill all these guys. Yep. I like this one. Very strong. I mean, it's a tier 8. Scary. Very expensive too. Next we have Sinestro. DC villain, I believe, or no, Green Lantern? No, it's like a yellow lantern. Yeah. I don't know all the lore with this guy, but what tiers? He's tier 8. Okay. He can do a fear beam. Not sure what that does. All right, let's do a surge of fear. Oh, I was kind of hoping they'd be scared of me. Embrace fear. Oh. Oh, even all of these guys now have Suffocation 5. Wow, that did a lot of damage. Hard light shield. Ooh, we can create a shield around ourselves. And of course, take to the skies. I love that. Oh, I'm still in my shield too. Huh. Shout out Sinestro. Oh, can we make anything different since I'm a yellow lantern? Doesn't seem like it. Next we have Speedy. I swear they're making up some of these characters. Speedy from the Teen Titans. Oh, I never watched Teen Titans. I fear. Just another arrow character. There's nothing different. The deadly aim is cool. Like I'm walking around and I'm still like locked on and I don't even have to like hold down the arrow. That's cool. Not entirely useful, but maybe from further distances. So Speedy is just, tier 5. All right, next we have Superboy, which is just honestly basically Superman. Is there anything different from Superman? No. But there is Superboy and he looks cool. And there's this another Superboy skin where he's a bit smaller. He's actually a kid. Same thing, same powers as Superman. I mean, it's Superman's kid. Now there's Supergirl, which is actually going to be a Supergirl movie, I think, next year. Also kind of got the same skills as Batman. And then there's a Superman. And there's a bunch of different versions. They actually don't have the new Supergirl, which is going to be in the movies. But there's a bunch of different versions of the DCEU Supergirl. I like this cape. But literally, like, there's not a single move Supergirl has that these other Superman-like characters don't have. But very cool design. And then speaking of which, I know we kind of technically already covered Superman because of Lois, but then, of course, there's Superman. But I guess I'll put on I'm going to put on they have a DCU Superman skin, so this is the David Cornsweet Superman. And I'm actually obsessed with Superman right now. I loved the Superman movie. Let me know in the comments if you made it this far. I'll know you've made it this far. Let me know if you saw the new Superman movie and if you liked it. I personally freaking loved it, but I'm also a comic book nerdy kind of guy. Clearly not that much because I don't know half these heroes, so I guess I'm a fraud. Yo, look, I just love the laser vision. Dude, what is with this freaking tank that's following me around? I'm gonna hit him with a super clap, of course. Booyah. Next we have Talon. Talon is an Arkham villain. Oh my god, look at this guy. He's like an owl. Oh, he has some interesting moves. He has the throwing knife. He has the upgraded smoke bomb. He has frenzied swipes. Just doing tons of damage. And then Shadow Veil. Can go invisible with my smoke bomb and get out of here. But that's about it. We're getting to the point where pretty much every single hero has crossover powers. Like there was this guy didn't have a single one that wasn't already shown off. The Batman who laughs. Now this is like a dark version of the Batman. I don't entirely remember, but oh, they got some unique abilities. Like let's go. Boxing glove? No way. That's amazing. That did a lot of damage. Chattering teeth. Oh, okay, that did a lot of damage. Holy crap, okay. And then why is the darkest night? Oh. Lots of bats. And stinky green cloud. I don't know what buzzer parry is, but I pressed J and that did nothing. Boom. Well, the Batman who laughs. That's crazy, but actually very strong. What level did they say this was? Yeah, level 9. That makes sense. Level 9, but can't fly. Next we have it, the Dawnbreaker. What is that from? Dark Knight's Metal. Oh, it's a Green Lantern Batman. We have equipped ring. Willpower Batstorm. Oh, hell yes. It's like Green Lantern Batstorm. Huh. I like that. There's like Batman who can fly. And then we have Missile Barrage. Oh, there's... Missile Barrage is going after the dummy, but that was pretty cool. Yeah. You're done for. That's a character I didn't know existed, but that's cool. Next, we have the Deep from The Boys. This guy is like Aquaman. Oh, he has a unique ability, Water Beam. Wow, that actually does a lot of damage. Huh. And he has Cripple. He has Water Shield, just like Aquaman. He has Shoulder Charge. Oh, he has Summon Dolphin. Huh. And, oh, Enhanced Swimming. Oh, there we go. Holy crap, is he faster than Aquaman? What the heck? And Roaring Seas. So this just stuns on all of them and just kills them. Oh, and there's piranhas all around me. Oh, and Tentacle Throw. Oh, wow, that killed them all. The fish said, what's Aquaman's superpower again? Getting dolphins to do his dirty work? Oh, so I can talk to fish. That's mad funny. So as the Deep, you can also talk to fish. So it's kind of like a little bit weaker Aquaman. I mean, a lot weaker. He doesn't have a trident or anything. The Drowned? Is this like Aqua Batman? There's an ability called From the Deep. Oh, I gotta equip Trident. Okay, there we go. Alright, let's do Tentacle Throw. Damn! I don't even know where the other guy went. He went so high in the air. And then we'll hit him with the Roaring Seas. Huh. And of course, Battle Charge. Tentacle Throw. So it's literally just Batman, Aquaman. Huh. I got a few more gadgets up my sleeve. Hell yeah. And of course, Enhanced Swimming. Ooh, yeah. Now, it would be cool if I had my glider so I could fly out of the water and pop my bat glider, but whatever. Now we have the Grim King. He's another Batman. Oh, except I think he's like a Punisher-style Batman. He has... Oh, yeah. Machine guns. Yeah, I'm Batman with a sniper rifle. What about it? Can we hit a trick shot? Ready? Spin. Boom. Batman trick shot. Hold the line as I'm given slowness and a machine gun. Huh. Now I can't move. But yeah, the hold the line ability literally just gives you a minigun. And slowness. That's so funny. All right, next we have the Punisher. I'm going to put on the MCU Punisher. I'm John Bernthal, but this is what he looks like, the comic book Punisher. I'm going to do John Bernthal's Punisher. Now, this guy's got a few more tricks up his sleeve. He's got a Molotov. He has a upgraded smoke bomb. Of course, He's got his weapons. He's got a bit bigger of an arsenal. He has a shotgun. Gotta reload every gun. Huh. What else we got here? Oh, is this a sniper? Yeah, I think that's a heavy sniper. Of course, we got a pistol. And then he also has the hold the line where let's just say I go into survival mode. I got all these zombies after me. I can press Y. Oh, I gotta reload? Oh. Huh. Look at that. And then, of course, can always throw a Molotov. I love that. Shout out to Punisher. Next, we have the question, which I'm not super familiar with, but... Oh, he has a move called the answer. Oh my gosh. That does a ton of damage, and there's question marks that go all over the area. Huh. He also has a journal. He also has pickpocket, which I imagine you do to other players. We got the taser. Get tased. Huh. And then, oh, I gave him confusion. Anyway, shout out the question. Not a super exciting one. Next, we have translucent from the boys. This guy is just really invisible. That's kind of his whole thing. You can just press N and go fully invisible for 30 seconds. Oh, apparently I can self-destruct. Probably a reference to the show. If you know, you know. And then I have a shoulder charge. I'm still invisible for another 4 seconds. Oh, the hood is my glasses. I can toggle my glasses. That's funny. Huh. Anyways, that's funny they added translucent, though. Next is Wolverine. Wolverine makes you a little bit shorter. You can press J to toggle the Wolverine hood. He has frenzied swipes. Oh, wait. I didn't toggle my claws. So you can toggle your claws. You can put on hunter vision. I can see there's a husk down here. Yeah, you're done for. Let's see if we can take out one by doing, like, Berserker. Okay, Berserker really doesn't do a whole lot. Makes me a bit stronger, but let's latch on to him. There's one called Fillet. I don't even know what that would do. I did a feral lunge. I'm just healing all the way back up. I'm gonna latch onto him. There we go. Classic. I can just latch onto him, so he can't launch me. And there's a ton of Wolverines. They added this is the first appearance of Wolverine. Then we have Wolverine. No, this is first appearance. This is first appearance in the movies. This is from the Logan movies. And then this is from Deadpool and Wolverine. You can toggle the hood. If you have your claws engaged, you can climb, kind of. I guess not for long periods of time. Oh no, I climbed the whole way. Let's go. Next we have Wonder Woman, the icon. Ooh, she has some interesting moves here. Lasso grab. Oh, you're just straight up lassoed. You can't move. And then I can equip the Wonder Woman weapons. Ooh. Let's see. Gift of Gods. I don't know what that does. Let's hit Fast Fight. Oh, that was Fast Flight. I meant to do crowd control. Whoa. Oh, I can throw my shield. And then I can do a battle charge. Oh. And then a bracelet bash. And then fast flight. Of course. How much damage does the shield do? 20. Next we have Wonder Girl, which is pretty much the same, but a little bit weaker. Oh, there's no weapons. And then with the battle charge. Anyways, Wonder Girl is just a step down from Wonder Woman. Lastly, we have X-23. It's kind of similar to Wolverine, except apparently, toggle claws, and then they have mangle. Oh. Just puts me in killing mode. Oh my god. That did a lot of points of damage. Oh, can also climb. This is basically just Wolverine, but a step down. Very cool. Thematic Superheroes is actually a pretty strong contender to Fisk's superhero mod. I think if Thematic could get the effects, like the sound effects, the flying visuals similar to Fisk's, it would be an S tier, but there's just some things about Thematic that make it feel a little bit goofy. It does feel like it's in an earlier stage than like something like Fisk's superhero mod that's been around for like a decade. I gotta be honest, A tier is still an amazing rating, and I love this mod, and it's so cool to have something like that in 1.20. Not quite an S tier yet. All right, this mod is called Marvel Heroes. It's pretty straightforward. It's a bunch of heroes from Marvel specifically, and it's a little bit more Minecraft friendly than some of the other mods in this video. And we're gonna start off first with Captain America here. Now, these suits are pretty Minecrafty. I actually don't know if Captain America actually has a single ability, but you can get a Captain America shield, in which you can throw, and it will come back to you. It's kind of funny that this is like the newest superhero mod, and it's kind of, wait, whoa, does this thing work? Oh, that does. Huh. Sorry, I got distracted by the Iron Man suitcase. So I guess we'll just get to this. So you can fly around as Iron Man. Have a repulsor. And don't forget the freaking unibeam. I do kind of like how this Iron Man has a UI on it. Just because, I mean, that's kind of an iconic part of Iron Man. The flying is a little silly looking, but what are you going to do? Anyways, I got distracted so quick from Captain America. I don't know. Maybe he's just strong. Yeah, kind of strong. Some of these heroes seem to have very mundane powers. Like, let's try, this is the Red Guardian. I actually don't know what his abilities are, but he is faster. I could tell the second I put it on, he was a bit faster. He can jump kind of high. Iron Golem. Yeah, not super strong either, but I promise you some of these guys got some cool abilities. What's US Agent? I believe that's also just another super soldier. Yeah. All right, like the Black Panther here. This is kinetic Black Panther, so I'm kind of curious if I go into survival. Like, am I getting charged up? Oh! Oh, I just exploded all of my setups, and the Iron Golem is fine. Well, you could build up a bunch of power there, and then release it in an explosion. But the explosion clearly does not have that much range. But that's okay. We're just going to throw on another... We're going to speedrun this one. Like, we have Spider-Man here, who does in fact have a web shooter. But it's kind of more of like a grapple. Like, you stay kind of hard connected. But I feel like with some proper practice, this could be pretty practical. Oh, and of course he can just climb up walls because he's freaking Spider-Man. I do feel like the webs could shoot a little faster. They kind of get thrown over. Oh, if you hit an entity with it, they get cobwebbed. Booyah. Next we have Ant-Man. He's pretty straightforward. He can be shrunk down. This Ant-Man doesn't seem to have a grow feature, so just small, but I do like the sound effect. And then we have Miles Morales here. Oh, they didn't give Miles any Venom power, so he's just regular old Spider-Man. But I'm really interested in Cyclops here, the X-Men. We haven't had Cyclops in any of these mods. Oh yeah, so he has Optic Blast. Oh, this one actually destroys blocks. Okay, not super strong. Because next we have Captain Marvel. I'm honestly not quite sure who Captain Marvel is, but they have Photon Blast. Very cool. I mean, this does a ton of knockback, but does not kill mobs very quickly. But who knows? Let's try the Winter Soldier. Does this come with any perks? Takes 6 punches to kill. And I guess by default I have jump boost 2, speed, and strength. But this one I remember actually being pretty freaking cool is Quicksilver, which is basically Marvel's Flash for those who don't know. And you can run on water, which none of the other Speedster mods for some reason added this feature. So I do like that. But then I have the Sonic Boom where I can cause a literal freaking break the sound barrier. Let's see how it looks in the other perspective. Dude, that is fast as hell. It kind of bugs out if he goes into the water, though. All right, and then we do have just regular Iron Man here. Actually, he's pretty much the same. He has the repulsor, and then he has the unibeam. I do like how in this mod you actually do real-world block damage. It makes it a little more practical in survival. But this mod has just like a bunch of different tabs. I kind of don't know how I feel about this mod entirely yet. Ooh, Iron Man Mark 38. Why is this just like a... Oh, I can just spawn him in. Oh, is this like Ultron? Is this a bad guy? Oh! Oh my god, I'm in survival, and now he's chasing after me. Oh! He's coming after me. Booyah. Anyways, there's a whole Iron Man section, and the highest it goes up is to the Mark 43, which is what we're using right now. But there are some other items, like this is a suit charger for Iron Man, vibranium sword. What else we got? We also just got some other things, like we have Thor's weapons, but they don't actually have Thor in the mod. So we have Mjolnir, which does come back, and then Stormbreaker, same thing. Pretty cool. Can I... Okay, Mjolnir should be able to kill a zombie on a throw, dare I say. I mean, it gets pretty close to killing them, I guess. But still. Anyways, that's pretty much mostly what is in Marvel Heroes here. It is a little more chill. It is in the newer version. This is 1.21. So, shout out Marvel Heroes. Marvel Superheroes is going to get a B tier from me. I actually think they do some heroes very well. But then just to have like Captain America just kind of have strength 1 and speed 2, and then that's just kind of it. He doesn't have anything else going for him. Kind of makes it underwhelming, especially when the Marvel Superhero is the newest version. It's 1.21, and it's also definitely the least complicated one. Not to crap on the mod, I could never make anything like this. I loved like Quicksilver's abilities and stuff. But yeah, I'd just love to see it fleshed out a little bit more. But it was still super fun and definitely way more like survival Minecraft friendly. It's not OP like the other ones are definitely all OP. But yeah, sorry that there was only 3 mods in this video. And also sorry it's been like 3.5 weeks since I've uploaded. Still kind of going through the process of moving. But yeah, these are the mods. Let me know what you think. There really wasn't many other superhero mods. I thought there'd be more. But oh well, if you guys enjoyed the video, please consider liking and subscribing and let me know how you feel about videos this long. Because this was pretty darn long. All right, take care of yourselves, guys, and I'll see you in the next video.